Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about. I know you've seen the topic. I know you've seen the topic already. This is a wake up call to parents. Parents, intending parents. You're already a parent. Parents years ago. Parents for over decades. New parents. Parents generally, and not only parents. Yes, not only parents. This is a wake up call to aunts, to uncles, to anybody that is in the role of an adult, an adult to a kid. So sometime last year, I was with my toddler, and a a woman I respect was with me. So I was eating something. I can't remember what. I think I was eating bread. Unknowingly, I stuffed up the bread in my mouth. And so when my toddler asked that I give him the bread, I gave him the bread. And he stuffed the bread in his mouth. And I scolded him, stop it, don't do that. I've told you when you're eating, you eat. You don't rush when you're eating, you eat one at a time. Don't stuff off things in your mouth. And the woman that was with me now said, so do you know that you stuffed up the bread in your mouth? I said, no. I said, no, no, no. I didn't stuff it up. Oh." She said, that's what you did. It was what you did that your son is actually doing. I could have argued if not that she was older and is someone I respect. I was in shock. I said, "Ma, did I just do that?" She said, "Yes." She said, "Yes, that is what you did. You stuffed up the bread in your mouth, and your son asked that you give him, and he did the same thing." I just sat back and started thinking that no, no, I couldn't have stuffed up the bread in my mouth. I could have argued to the core that no, I didn't do what this woman is saying I did. I could have argued. And I was shocked. I was surprised. It felt like she was lying against me. She was saying something I did not do. And it was something that was up for argument. But then I was like, so I did it. I did not believe myself. Someone will say that, do you know that when you're training a child, they do 90% of what they see you do and do 10% of what you say. So if you're saying, I don't want to, when you come back from school, I want you to arrange your slippers in the shoe rack. I don't want you to scatter them. That's what you said. And when you get back from your child gets back from school, he sees that even if he doesn't see you, he or she doesn't see you throwing your slippers away, but they see that mommy's slippers is scattered on the floor, they will do the same. So they will do 90% of what they see you do and 10% of what you actually say. As in that thing eats me really deep that day. That wow, Omo, this is unconsciously. I was not conscious of what I did. I did not know that was what I did, and yet I was holding my son there and there of doing the same thing I actually just did. So this is it that we do most of the time. I remember when we were growing up, our parents would say, "Don't do this," and we'll be mad at them. Of course, we did not have the the boldness to own up to them like Gen Zs now. They will say, "Mommy, you asked me not to do this, and you're actually doing this." We did not have the courage to own up and ask them and confront them those days. But we would see our parents tell us, don't do this, and they will actually do it. And then they will be mad and we'll be angry that, see, what mom is saying we should not do is actually what she's doing. And we'll be angry. That is what I'm waking us up, parents, to. That in training these children of nowadays, like this new generation, let us be conscious. It takes intentionality and consciousness. I was discussing with someone yesterday, and the person was telling me that she used to eat her nails, and suddenly noticed that her fingernails, and she noticed that her daughter started eating her fingernails. What's the best way? She cannot scold her daughter and say don't eat it again. She said she had to consciously and intentionally stop it, and it's because of her daughter. That is it. You can't say don't eat your nails. Mommy, I am seeing you doing it. I will do it. I will do it. So, as a parent, you're asking your daughter not to lie. And yet, when you're having conversations in front of your daughter can see that you're lying. Omo, and when she lies, you beat her. Where did you get? I've told you, a child of God doesn't lie. And mommy, you are lying. Daddy, you are lying. They would lie. You say that your child should be courteous, should say thank you, should say you're welcome. But when your wife does something for you or to you as a husband, you just say thank you. Your boy would not learn to say thank you because dad is not saying thank you. So why should I say thank you? We are seeing that the moral decadence in these Gen Zs have eaten deep down. No more morals, no more manners. I mean, when they are greeting, no good morning, ma. It's just good morning. They will, to even greet you the good morning is even a struggle. Where is this coming from? This is coming back to us parents. Parents, intending parents, or if I'm not yet the parent, this does not concern me. Please, it concerns you because you're going to be a parent tomorrow, someday, nearest future. We're wondering why children of nowadays, these Gen Zs are so rude and mannerless and no like you can oh we're all questioning their upbringing that what kind of parent brought you up? No manner. I mean, we know we were brought up that when you see an elderly person, you greet them. Gen Zs of today, they will see you, they will even look at you eyeball to eyeball, and they will not greet you. I mean, where are all these things coming from? Where are all these things rooted? We say that the moral decadence now in the society has eaten down. It falls back to we as parents. What are we doing? We've neglected, we've forgotten our roles as parents. We've forgotten the little thing that matters and is going to go way into the future of our children. So this is just me bringing to you, dear parents, dear mom, dear dad, dear aunt, dear uncle, dear cousin, you that you're in position that you know that younger people are looking up to you. Do what you say, act what you say. If you say that I don't want you tell your niece, you tell your nephew, you tell your cousin, you tell your aunt, you tell your daughter, you tell your son, don't do this, leave it, act it intentionally. They would do 90% of what you act, what they see you do, more than what they hear you say. Trust me. That day when the woman just told me that you stuffed up your, that is why your son did this, I sat back and I just brooded on that matter. That wow, wow. So do you know how many other things that I've been doing and yet I'll be scolding my son? Of a teenager that says that, do you know that my mommy preaches what she doesn't do? And I was drawn. A teenager, she said my mommy preaches what she doesn't do. So you're telling your daughter as a mother, you're telling your teenager, I don't want you to lie again. Don't lie again. And yet you're on a phone call, there in the presence of your daughter, and you're lying. You're gisting with your friends and you're lying, and your daughter is seeing it. She's mad, she's pissed. That moment she hates you because she's like, and when I lie, mommy will beat me mercilessly, beat hell out of me. And yet this is mommy lying confidently. Dad says, oh, when we get back from school, arrange your stockings, arrange your shoes, don't let everything get littered. When dad gets back from work, he's the one that shows everything, and your children see that it's mommy that is cleaning up after you. What do you want them to grow up as? So this is just something I've noticed, something that I would like us to, because to an extent I see teenagers, I teach teenagers, and I know the way they act, I see the way they act. You can't blame them. I was in a salon. We're having a conversation that you really can't blame these teenagers of how they are doing because it's their parents to fall back to. Of course, I know that they are teenagers that you remember will say, I want to talk back. We have those ones. That means the ones that you trained and did not listen to the training. Of course, we have those ones, but let's still keep on um 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 uh, releasing this training into our children. Let's keep up this consciousness that anything I'm doing, let it be at the back of your mind. You are conscious that this thing I'm doing, if my son or my daughter sees me doing it, would I be happy? Is this something I will scold them for? Let's live with this consciousness. I want to go out. I'm talking over the phone with my friend. This conversation I'm having, if my toddler, if my teenager, if they hear me, even if my child, if they hear me say this thing, is it something I'm bold of? Is it something? Or you're the kind that you say that you don't want your children to watch a certain type of movie, and when they're at home, you ask them to go into the room and you're watching this kind of movie. Who are you kidding? I remember those days when it comes to a sex scene and they'll ask us close your eyes or go inside, and I'm like, are you joking? That even gives me more curiosity to want to watch it more. Don't just watch it. If you know that is a kind of movie is not rated for the kind of child you have at home, don't watch it. As a parent, if you don't watch it, you will not die. Nothing will happen to you. This is more about your child than it is about you. If you don't watch that movie, nothing is going to happen to you. You now watch the movie and you're telling your child to go inside. No. As parents, please let us wake up. The moral decadence in the society now is eating really, really deep. No more manners, no more little. You see a stranger. I was telling someone when I saw a teenager, she was waving at the grandpa. I said, waving in this Nigerian culture. Of course, we are embracing civilization and everything. But to me, oh, I'm a typical Yoruba girl. And I know what it is when you see an elderly person. You don't shake, wave. Of course, I think the Igbo tribe, I think maybe they shake or so. But as a Yoruba, you don't shake. Even if you are far off, you bend your head. But what's happening now? What's happening today? The decadence has eaten really, really deep. So this is a wake up call to parents, and like I said, it's not only parents, intending parents, anybody that is in a position of, oh, this person is looking up to me. Now Gen Zs are looking up to rubbish because there's no figure, there's not that figure that, oh, this is who I can look up to. They're looking up to rubbish, and now we are celebrating rubbish. Anybody can trend on TikTok now. Anybody is a celebrity. Anybody can eat 92K likes because it's rubbish we are celebrating them. So this is a wake up call. This is me reminding you that as parents, we have a lot of job to do. This is not only to your child that you give birth to. You say that you are an elderly person, even down to the kind of things you upload on your status. You have teenagers, you have people that are looking up to on your contacts. If I see, that's it. Well, one thing about me, before you advise me, I have to look at you and look at your lifestyle. If you advise me, I'll just I've heard. I would look at your lifestyle. If this person is advising me, how is this? If you advise me, I would know her there because I'm looking like your life, the way you live your life does not tally with what you're advising me. And this is truth. If you want to advise me, I'll look at how you are living your life, what I see you do, how I see you act. That is what I'll look out first. And that is it with children. They will look out for how is mom and dad acting, how is this aunt that is advising me acting. I think there'll be a part two. If you love for there to be a part two of this video, let me know in the comment section. I know you've been blessed. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to like. Once again, my name is Isunulua Odubemi. So we'll see you next in my video. God bless you.